Hey friends, it's me Stace. For today's video, I want to give you an update on my craft room space as well as my sewing space. They are two separate spaces. They are the same size, although this one is bigger because we took the closet out of this room. So I'm going to start with the craft room. The overall size of this room is about 12 by 10, somewhere around there. I'm going to give you a little pan around first so you can see everything, and then we'll go in more detail. So we have the window over there, then on this side. Now, these three pieces are new, the hutch, the filing cabinet, as well as the L-shaped desk. They are new to the space. And then we're back at the door where I came in. All right, so starting over here, we have a 5-foot, I believe it's 5-foot piece of laminate. It is screwed into these cubes. All the cubes in both rooms are from Walmart. They're the Better Homes and Garden. This is where I film. So I have my glass mat here, just a little lamp, a few pens, or mugs containing pens and different Cricut tools, little tool caddy there, another little lamp, and then my cutters here and my glass mat. Down here we have 4 shelves. Each basket holds something different. So this holds, foam squares, double-sided tape. This one holds ribbon, twine, and also my ATG refills. This one is acrylic blocks. This one down here is just various punches as well as my glue gun. I have regular punches, corner rounders, and of course my crimper is there. On this side, we have a 3-drawer storage unit. This is where I store all my scraps of cardstock. So on the top is white and black. The center is regular cardstock scraps, and the bottom one is for pattern paper scraps. Down here in this little tote, this is where I use all my stuff for mixed media. So if I want to work on my art journal or use the gel plate, everything's here. And then down there is just different things to create texture. I have a glue gun in here as well as my rhinestone attacher. Then down there is mica powder. Here is the old Simply scoreboard, I believe it was called, from Stampin' Up. The We Remember Keepers vinyl print press board as well. All right, so above this, I have a shelving unit, or shelves, that my husband made. It just holds tape, different extra glues, my rhinestones, card bases, and all my ink is right here. That side, just a few decor things, and my little bulletin board / dry erase board is there. All right, then over here we have 4 more cubes, and this is sitting on, or that is sitting on top of or below this. This used to be bigger. My husband made this for me many years ago. It was for my machines, to have all my machines sit on here. He recently redid it and remade it to where it doesn't stick out as much, and it's off my cup turner. So he did make the cup turner for me. It's a 4-cup turner. On the very top on these shelves, just different things I would use for epoxy. On the very top, we added that shelf, and that holds all of my paint up there. All right, the 4 cubes below that, this one holds my 6x6 and 8x8 pattern paper, as well as my stencils are also in there. All right, this is molds for resin. Down here is all of my stamps. Then down there is my 12x12 cardstock, as well as pattern paper. All right, that decor item there, I made that with my Cricut Venture. It drew it and cut it, and I colored that in with Prismacolor pencils. The curtains, these are room darkening. You can see how black they are on the back. They work really, really well, and they are from Amazon. Then we have my laser. It is an X-Tool P2. I love this machine. It's sitting on a riser. Down there you can see we do have the exhaust fan. Now those 2 gallons there, that is part A and part B of my epoxy. Rather than doing it that way, I pour into these little honey jars, making it much easier to work with. So on this side, you'll see there's an acrylic piece that my husband made or cut to fit the window, and we attach the hose to that. So I'm using the laser. I just open the window, put that acrylic piece in, close the window, and all the fumes go outside. And if it's raining outside, I will use the exhaust thing there. The table it's sitting on is from Home Depot. It is a Husky 46-inch by 24-inch table. It does have this to where you can adjust the height to it. I just leave it where it is. Top is just miscellaneous tools, and the bottom one are just blanks to laser on. Down here you'll see there's more blanks like cutting boards, things like that to laser on. As I said, this piece is new. All 3 of these pieces, they are from Office Depot. So this has a hutch as well as a filing cabinet. So on the hutch, I have all my machines, the Cameo 4, Scan-A-Cut, as well as my Cricut Maker, and my Cricut Joy sits there. On this piece, I have the Cricut Maker tools, markers for the machines. This I just keep full of my Cricut Joy markers. And I do have all of my cords inside the machines. You can see that one there. the ones up here. The Joy, though, because it's so little, I keep that behind the machine. All right, in the top drawer, we have miscellaneous cardstock. Then we have the bottom drawer. This is all paper tray ink cardstock. On the sides of this cabinet, on both sides, you'll see there's a hook. This holds my Brother Scan-A-Cut mats as well as my Silhouette Cameo mats. On this side with the hook is my Cricut mats as well as my, if you can see it, my longer Cricut joy mat is there. Oops, and it just fell. I'll get that in a minute. All right, so then we have the L-shaped desk. It is 60 inches this way and 60 inches that way. It fits the Venture perfectly. On top of that, now I had these shelves before just on the other side of the room. This just holds different things. My embossing guns up there, embossing powder, my Big Bite blending brushes, paint brushes, a few tumblers I made, gel pens and oil pastels, my alcohol ink. This one here I made with my laser. We did a video on that piece, etching on it with the Cricut. And then these two containers are recycled. These two are my Prismacolor pencils. Those two are my alcohol ink my alcohol ink markers. Then down there's a vase we made. All right, below the desk in that crate, I store my 24-inch vinyl, as well as all my extra vinyl is down there. You'll see over here we have a surge protector or an outlet here. So when I want to use the machine, I bring it down here. I use it, plug it in, I put everything back. The goal is to keep this area clean so I can use it for Project Life or just have extra space. And my Project Life album is down there. And then we have the Cricut Venture. Love that machine. And then we have the drawer here. This is all Venture pieces. So here's my Venture cord. I don't leave it plugged in. I just leave it in the drawer. The rolls for the back, for vinyl, my matte extensions, the cleaning kit, as well as the markers. All right, then down here we have my Big Shot dies, as well as embossing folders. Plates down there, and my Big Shot is down there. All right, and then that little container there is all my Project Life cards. So I'm able to bring it over here, have it right here, and work on Project Life right there. That's why my album is right there. All right, above that on the wall, another shelf my husband made. And again, it holds different things. A lot of screen print ink is on there, glitter from my tumblers, paper tray ink pads, tacky paste, texture paste, foil, chalks, different things like that. All right, behind the door, over here is a box. This box came with the Venture. This is what the mat came in, the 24 by 28 inch mat. So I keep the mat in there, and I also store all my cardstock in here as well. And I have my smaller mats, the 12 by 24, and both the strong and the light grit mats. That was perfect for that. All right, back on the door, we have this vinyl roll holder. I need to go through it. A lot of the vinyl is no longer good. I think it went bad, but it's just regular adhesive vinyl. There's a little bit of transfer tape there as well as heat transfer vinyl. So this is the room. Again, it measures about 12 by 10, somewhere around there. Love the color of it. Love how this room turned out, and it just finally done. I'm going to hit pause here and then take you guys to the sewing room. All right, here we are in the sewing space. This is the green room. So you can see we went from the blue room to the green room. This one does have the closet. So the actual usable floor space in this room is about 10 by 10. The other room, since we took the closet out, makes that room be about 12 by 10. I'm going to give you a pan around first, then we'll go in more detail. So we have that side. Then we have the window, and I apologize, it was super bright. Then we have this side here, and that is the door I came in, and right across the hall there is my craft space. All right, so starting here, we have an 8-foot piece of laminate. We bought that from Home Depot. All the laminate came from Home Depot, and again, all these cubes came from Walmart. So I have the computer on there, just a few office things over there, my heat press. Down here, I need to go through these. There's patterns in here. My verse mapping workbook is in here. My Bible journaling is in there. Down there's my label printer for my small labels, the 4x6 labels. This one, again, is a cube I need to go through. Then I actually have an empty cube. My serger, as well as my other embroidery machine. This is sublimatable mouse pads, and then my mug press is down there. And my heat press is up top. This is a 16 by 20 swing away. I really do enjoy that. On the wall here, just a little cabinet, a few decor items up top. In here I keep extra heat transfer tape, my dispenser, tape gun, and Teflon sheets. Then my husband put PVC pipe in here to hold my butcher paper that I would use for sublimating on mouse pads or shirts with the heat press. Then this side, we just have, again, the window. These curtains, I do love these. These are sheer. Again, they're from Amazon, so I do like those as well. These cubes, they were in my closet. They're now here. I do like them here. They are 36 by 24, and there's two of them, one sitting on top of each other, and you can see it just holds mugs, different kinds of fabric, books down there I need to go through. And these totes here, this holds all of my cards, my label maker thing. Down here in this bag is my refills for paper tray ink, my little mini iron, my Project Life fuse tool, and extra sponge daubers are in there. All right, then on this side, we have a 7.5 foot piece of laminate, again from Home Depot, as well as the cubes from Walmart. So here, I just have batting and a stabilizer down there. More batting here. Zippers are in that one. These two containers hold my presser feet. This is my sewing thread. And then this piece here is the extension for my sewing machine, which is right there. So I have this machine. This is my main machine. This is my 6x10 embroidery machine. The one down there is 5x7, and I do swap them out. Sewing machine is a Singer Quantum Stylus 9960. I do love that machine, and that's where the extension table goes to. On the wall, the thread rack holds all my embroidery thread. My husband made that. We attach baskets, and that basket up there holds my serger foot, a pedal, and the plug. Then this holds my hoops as well as different stabilizers. This shelf just holds basting spray, starch, a few rollers and whatnot, and then my scissors are here. And that one up there on the wall holds my acrylic rollers. And then this mason jar holds my Tunisian crochet hooks. This was made to me, or made for me. This is not staying here, but this is all my rotary cutters. I'm going to attach a hook there, and they'll go there. And then you can see here a wine cozy I made. This is all the stuff for the Creative Kid Club. And like I said, here are just various things: mugs, fabric, and yarn. All right, then we have the closet. So we did take the doors off the closet, which makes it a lot more open because it was hitting the laminate here. So taking the door off, hubby had to add new trim to hide the holes there. Another cube here, and then we took the extra piece of laminate we had outside, cut the back of it off to fit it inside here, and both of my printers sit on that. So regular household printer, the Epson printer that we converted over to sublimation. The very bottom of the cubes, we have office supplies. Again, it's kind of clutter. I need to go through it. Printer paper, photo paper, books, and my two irons are right there. And then on top, now this shelf was in this closet. This came from the other closet, but we thought we might as well add it in here. So we did. So this holds, if you can see back there, my yarn. This is my current project bag, buttons, snaps, catnip things, bells, beads, crochet hooks, hand sanitizer bottles, things like that. Things I would use for my Etsy shop. And all up here is yarn and finished projects up there. All right, so I think I covered everything. Let me take a look back, or a walk back, so you can see the room again. Again, the usable floor space in this room is about 10 by 10. 7.5 feet piece over there, and then the two cubes, and the 8 foot piece here. Now, if you remember, we used to have the desk cut in two bookcases in here, and they were only 24 inches wide. The laminate actually sticks out farther than they do, but because that furniture was so tall and so dark brown color, it made it look bulky, and I like the laminate better. It's just a cleaner look. So there's the sewing space. Then again, over here, we have the craft space. And I'm really happy with how this room turned out. And again, I love that desk. I think it's made really, really well. It wasn't too horribly bad to put together. I think the filing cabinet was probably the worst. My husband put all three pieces together, but I'm happy that I'm able to have that whole empty area. So I'm going to use my venture mat. I have a spot to put that. Use my machines. I have a spot to do that over there. Just a spot to do whatever I want to do over there, and not moving anything else to use that space, if that makes sense. A few decorations up there. I've had them for years. It's just pieces of wood that were white, and I used black cardstock with Mod Podge just to add some funny, craft kind of sayings on them. All right, my friends, I think that is it. Any questions at all, please let me know. As always, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.